Welcome back to RPTV Weekly News. I'm Gabriel, and joining me today is Kedar and Jabin. Together, we bring you updates on stories that directly impact Regent Park and its neighboring areas. In this episode, we delve into the latest news from April 10th to April 22nd. Stay tuned for the latest updates and insights affecting our community.
Regent Park's Employment and Economic Development EED meeting report. Councillor Moise addresses critical issues in Regent Park and surrounding neighborhoods. Regent Park SDP survey, shape your community's future. Fred Victor hosts vibrant celebration of Bengali and Tamil New Year. Toronto Mayor acknowledges flaws in vacant home tax rollout. Toronto City Council votes to make alcohol in the parks program permanent. Events and jobs in the community.
Regent Park's Employment and Economic Development EED meeting report, key updates and election of the two new co-chairs. The Employment and Economic Development Table EED, a vital component of the Regent Park Social Development Plan, convened for its quarterly meeting on April 16, aiming to bolster employment rates and entrepreneurial prospects for Regent Park residents. Hosted at Daniel Spectrum, the gathering featured updates on ongoing projects, leadership transitions, and forthcoming programs. Accompanied by delectable refreshments, the EED meeting was facilitated by Fatima Saya, Manager of Social Impact at Daniels Corporation. In her opening remarks, Fatima reminded attendees of the essential purpose of the EED table, emphasizing its commitment to enhancing employment rates and entrepreneurial opportunities within the Regent Park community. She outlined the agenda, which featured updates on key initiatives such as the Regent Park Cafe, the Workforce Integrator Project, and the Craft Pre-Apprenticeship Program. Additionally, Fatima announced the election of two new co-chairs. Let's dive into the agenda for today's meeting. Fatima invited Gail Lynch, a market resident, to provide updates on the Community Cafe, a 3-month pilot project that recently concluded. This initiative saw the participation of 5 local entrepreneurs, showcasing the vibrant entrepreneurial spirit within our community.
It's not about just coming and selling or having a cafe. It's about how do I build my skills as an entrepreneur. So I just went through a learning series. I learned costing. I learned marketing. How do I now get the practicum to support that? And that's what the cafe's intent is. So it's about building entrepreneurs. We were open Monday to Friday when the space was available. So some of the goals are really similar to the learning series. We're building your skills. We're looking at diverse businesses. How can the diverse businesses or entrepreneurs that exist in the community as residents become a part of the economic climate of the community? And then increasing the number of sustainable women entrepreneurs. And that's kind of where we started looking at women entrepreneurs, because we know that those were the majority of people that were asking for support. But of course, we've opened that up to everyone. Some of the achievements, right? We had 10 plus entrepreneurs apply, 10 that probably had a food handlers and were ready to go. We ended up with 7 who are actively selling. We've had approximately over the 3-month period, because again, you're talking about days when we cannot use the cafe area. So we've had about 30 days of sales, active sales, 3 catering opportunities, and we're seeing sales of $3,000 to $5,000 per month. I think this month was pretty good. We were not even halfway, and we were already at $4,000 in sales. And that was with only 2-3 entrepreneurs, because we know.
Next on the agenda was Ismail Afra, who shed light on the progress of the Workforce Integrator Project. This project aims to bridge the gap between job seekers and employment opportunities, empowering residents to secure meaningful work and contribute to the local economy.
The other one is called the Workforce Integrator. So this one is our strategy for getting residents employed, right? This strategy was developed by what's called the Center for Connected Community, and the idea is in a community there are a lot of people who do a lot of different things. There are colleges, their employment organizations, their developers, their residents. All of them are doing important things. How do we connect everybody so in a pathway of supports so that a resident is able to, from start to finish, get a job that they need? So it starts with what's called demand-led, which is that because right now we're going through a massive revitalization, there are opportunities that are coming down the road, jobs that are coming. What you call both Daniels and Tridale are connected to a lot of job opportunities. So how do we leverage that? How do we leverage those job opportunities for residents? So we have that. We have developers and we have connections to job opportunities. Second is we also have residents, the supply side, residents who are interested, right? They want jobs. Also, we have a network, the table itself, the EED table, who can bring the two sides, those who are looking for jobs and those who want jobs.
Following Ismail, Fatima provided insights into the Craft Pre-Apprenticeship Program, a vital initiative aimed at providing residents with the skills and training needed to excel in various trades.
The Craft Pre-Apprenticeship Program is a construction training program that has been running for the last 9 years. We've had over 80 TCHC residents participate in the program. It is paid training and employment. 4 weeks of paid training at the College of Carpenters in Carpentry, 10 weeks of job placement on a Daniels construction site, and then everyone who completes the program is able to join the Carpenters Union and sign an apprenticeship contract with the Carpenters Union. It's a really great program. We're going to be flyering in the neighborhood in the next week. There is a info session, or like this week we're flyering in the neighborhood.
Lastly, the meeting concluded with the election of two new residents, co-chairs, Hashim Norn and Elena Takizadeh. These elected leaders will play a pivotal role in guiding the EED committee and ensuring that the voices of Regent Park residents are heard loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Elena. I'm really, obliged, and thank you to all that you have selected me as your co-chairs, today. And I am hopeful that I can do my best, for the community. And I would like, the community to really contribute to this, program, to this effort, that we make the best of the best, for all member and the individual of the community. I would like, to thank you, all of you once again, and even congratulations, my co-chair, that we will, work together, and definitely we reach our objectives. And I would like the community bring out their problems, their challenges, their difficulties to us, that we can go and find a solution for them, to get the best, for this community. Thank you very much.
Councillor Moise addresses critical issues in Regent Park and surrounding neighbourhoods. In a recent interview with RPTV, City Councillor for Ward 13, Chris Moise, addressed a range of pressing issues affecting our communities. From the challenges posed by the Allen Gardens encampments to the ongoing developments in the Regent Park revitalization, phases 4 and 5, the conversation delved into various aspects of neighborhood development. RPTV Weekly brings you a portion of this interview, providing insights into critical issues shaping Regent Park's future.
So I've been a councillor now for almost a year and a half, and I have to say that Allen Gardens encampment has been one of my greatest challenges. When I first took office a year and a half ago, we had about 89 encampments in Allen Gardens. And I've always wanted to, I don't believe that encampments are safe spaces for those who live in encampments and those who live around the encampments. And so for me, permanent housing has always been the solution, and that's what I've wanted to accomplish there. So we've used the Allen Groves model in Allen Gardens from day one, in that we believe that housing people is the best solution. So during my time as a councillor, I was able to bring the city departments together. I created an Allen Gardens task force, and we were able to bring a trailer into the park so that city staff can actually, housing staff can actually house the people in Allen Gardens. The housing staff were there Monday to Friday. And also, too, we also had 24-hour security in the park so that we had no new encampments come into the park. So working with the mayor's office and city departments, we were able to secure permanent housing, and we've also secured some short-term housing as well. And through that process, over the last year and a half, we're able to actually house up to about, I'm going to say, 80 of those people, plus. I think as of today, we have about 3 or 4 people left in the park we're trying to find permanent housing for. So it's taken longer than expected, but we've had a lot of great success in housing people in the park. And so the next step to all of that is that once the park is no longer having encampments, we want to program the park by bringing the public into the park, having different activities in the park, perhaps revitalizing the park to a degree, so that we will not have the same sort of experience that we've had in the last almost 2 years, I'm going to say. So that has been the long-term goal, and I know that because of the best practices of Allen Gardens, other encampments across the city, other councillors and other city departments are looking at the successes we've had at Allen Gardens to replicate that success. In regards to the commencement of phases 4, I know that demolition is going to be starting April or July, between around April and July of this year, in building 4A. So I feel that Tridel and TCAC are on a good path going forward. As you know, I came into this role very recently, as I mentioned, and phases 4 and 5, Tridel will be working with TCHC. One of the things that I have done since I've been here was actually return to City Council and rezoned the space so that we could actually have more affordable housing in phases 4 and 5, and we were able to secure initial 600 plus affordable housing units, I should say. But one of the misconceptions out there is that we're actually losing RGI units, and that is not the case. The same amount of RGIs that we've had in Regent Park will remain the same in phases 1 through 5. There will be no reduction in RGIs. But I also want to state too, the reason why we haven't been able to increase the RGI units, as some residents have requested, is that RGI is funded generally by the province and the federal government. And it costs, if the city were to take this on, it would cost the city an additional $8,000 per year per unit on average. And that's a cost the city cannot take on right now. I also want to emphasize that no one in phases 4 and 5 will be displaced, because all the people that will be moved in phases 4 and 5 will move into the last building, which Tridel is actually building in the corner of Parliament and Dundas, or Parliament and Gerrard, actually. So we're very mindful of that, and we've been working very closely with TCAC and Tridel to make sure that there's a smooth transition. But we are excited for the change. One of the things that we have been insistent on is that there will be retail along Gerrard, small retail. There will be pop-ups as well in the space. There will be community spaces in phases 4 and 5, up to 15,000 square feet of community space. So it is an exciting time. We have done this with community input. We've had many public consultations on phases 4 and 5 throughout. So, and we've tweaked it and made changes throughout the process. So I think we're in a good place right now in regards to phases 4 and 5. And we have a lot to be proud of in that regard. So phases 4 and 5 will have both TCHC units and market rent in there as well as there will be some condos as well, because there is the market aspect of it that's going to be partially paid for the TCAC portion of it. So it will be a mixed. It will be units and buildings of TCHC and condos. Again, you will not see a differentiation between the building types. To the average person, the buildings look very much the same.
Regent Park SDP Survey. Shape your community's future. The City of Toronto is seeking active participation from Regent Park community members in the SDP Refresh Consultations. These consultations will play a crucial role in informing the update of the Social Development Plan and supporting recommendations for enhancements. The SDP consultations aim to gather insights, suggestions, and priorities from residents like you to ensure sustainable growth and enhancement of the Social Development Plan in Regent Park. Your participation is invaluable in shaping the future of your community. If you have any questions or require further assistance, please do not hesitate to contact Richard Kirwan at richardkirwan@toronto.ca or the Community Development Worker Olanik Solomon at olanik.solomon@toronto.ca.
Fred Victor hosts vibrant celebration of Bengali and Tamil New Year. Fred Victor recently hosted a vibrant celebration of Bengali and Tamil New Year, along with Eid Mubarak at 40 Oak. The event, attended by a significant number of residents with Bengali backgrounds, was a colorful and joyous celebration filled with cultural festivities. As the only agency celebrating Bengali and Tamil New Year in Regent Park, this event holds special significance, especially given the predominantly South Asian background of its gardeners. Attendees enjoyed traditional cuisine, garden displays, henna art, traditional dance performances, and children's activities as well, celebrating Pohila Boshka, the Bengali New Year, widely celebrated in Bangladesh, with the color red symbolizing the vibrant start of the new year. At the celebration, Bengali cuisine showcased its distinct spicing heat and nuanced flavors courtesy of a group of newcomer women from Bangladesh who formed Banglar Sad Catering Group, led by Ashrafi Ahmed, coordinator of the Regent Park Community Food Center's Gardens. RPTV reporter Jabin, who has Bengali roots, was thrilled to engage with community members, conducting interviews and capturing the vibrant spirit of the event. Now take it from here, Jabin.
Hello, my name is Jabin, and I'm a broadcast journalist from Focus Media Arts. Today, we're here at Fred Victor Community Center at 40 Oak Street to celebrate Eid and the New Year of Bengali and Tamil culture. In the celebration, it was provided food, kids' activities, singing and dancing, and many more. This event was specifically really important to me because I'm Bengali myself. Now let's hear some interviews.
My name is Ashrafi Ahmed. I'm the Garden and Food Skill Facilitator at Fred Victor Center. And Bengali and Tamil New Year is very for me personally, I just love to do some celebration and respecting the community. So this is one of the community event you never see any other agency in Regent Park. We only the agency who's celebrating because our gardener, most of the gardener is they are from South Asian community and they also celebrating the New Year. So we love to belongings their culture and respect their culture.
So what are the significance of Bengali New Year and why do you think it's so important to Regent Park?
Because Bengali New Year say it starts something new beginning. And Bengali New Year, actually in Bangladesh, they celebrate huge, like a big celebration for like a whole community, even different culture, different religion, because more is like a opening the year. It's opening the year, and they think that's why you see I'm wearing something red and like a white or off-white. So this is the significant color of the New Year thing. And also more thing is like a celebration with the food. So food is always like a sharing and caring and showing our culture.
Today at the event, what was happening?
So today the event, we invite different local agencies who have a table. So this New Year, we also celebrate our seed library celebration. So seed library is like starting the garden season. So we also providing some seed, and Green Thumb growing kits. They do some planting activity, and some agency who actually doing some art and crafts, the early one. And there is a diabetes education team who actually giving some healthy, like a nutrition information. This is like a celebration, not only mean party, fun, done. No, it's like a learn and knowledge gain thing.
My name is Julie. I'm a community Regent Park resident. I'm here because I'm celebrating Bengali New Year's and Tamil New Year's at the same time. I'm Bengali, so I'm celebrating from Bengali perspective.
So what is happening today at this event?
Well, it's a mixture of couple of events that are happening: Bengali New Year, Eid celebration, and the Tamil New Year. Yes.
So why do you think this celebration is so important to Regent Park specifically?
I think it brings the community together and also keep the culture going, because, you know, coming from back home, like here is like a multicultural country, so even like that brings your own culture in a multicultural setting, I guess. That's the best way to put it.
My name is Papia Sultana. I'm from Bangladesh. There on 2 years, and this function is I put on henna. This is our traditional put on henna. I make this a childhood. Yes. Our festival Eid put on henna, Boishakhi put on henna. Yes.
Why do you think this event is so important to the community?
It's very good community. Everybody there is very good, and communication is very good, and helping this community. So we are come there 7 months, and very good.
I'm Indra Kar from Nritakala Kendra Dance Academy. We came here for the Pohila Boishak, as in Bengali New Year event. We represented Bengali New Year, Bengalis, and just Bangladesh in general. And we added in a few Hindi, Bollywood songs to just spice things up a bit. I feel like our culture is really important to bring up to the forefront. We want, especially with Regent Park, we have so many different backgrounds, so many different ethnicities here, and just trying to bring out a culture is simpler and just essentially easier.
What are you hoping to gain today?
Honestly, just a few smiles. Seeing everyone so happy here is all I've ever needed.
Toronto Mayor acknowledges flaws in vacant home tax rollout. Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow acknowledged major flaws in this year's vacant home tax rollout, responding to residents' complaints about erroneous bills. Despite a number of councillors calling for the cancellation or suspension of Toronto's vacant home tax, the program will live to see another year, with City Council ordering staff to revamp the process in the wake of a disastrous rollout, which saw tens of thousands of property owners receive bills, even though their homes are lived in. Olivia Chow has acknowledged that the program was a mess, but said it was designed before she came to office and has vowed to fix it.
We're fixing the mess that I've inherited, and next year will be so much better. The entire program that was designed, that was approved in 2021, is deeply flawed, and it started rolling out in June of last year, and I wasn't a mayor at that time, and by the time I arrived here, the whole program was already rolling out, unfortunately. And the deadline that was extended, the reason why it's 2 weeks, because the program said that the deadline is March 15th. So literally the entire program was designed in a way that had no sense. So I think what we need to do is take the common sense approach back to it. It makes no sense to send out 165,000 notice when last year only 11,000 units were declared vacant. Like, for God's sake, how could it be? So the design of the program that was approved in 2021 was just deeply flawed. Me as a mayor, I apologized on behalf of the city to those people, over 150,000 of them, that have for no good reason received this very scary notice. I apologized to them and said that, look, it's a mess I inherited and I'm cleaning it. I think majority of councillors understand that we're in the middle of a housing crisis and that we need to get more supply, more housing units, more homes for people. So there's no debate about that. The purpose of this whole program is to push these speculators or foreign owners to make a decision. Are they going to leave these units vacant in the middle of a housing crisis? That's not acceptable, and that's why they need to pay.
Toronto City Council votes to make alcohol in the Parks program permanent. Toronto City Council has given the green light for the expansion of the Alcohol and Parks program following a successful pilot project. This initiative allows residents and visitors ages 19 and above to consume personal alcohol at designated park locations across the city. Building on the positive feedback from the pilot phase, the program will now be extended to 27 park locations and additional parks later this summer. The expansion aims to ensure that at least one park in each ward is designated for personal alcohol consumption, selected based on health, safety, and other considerations. Public opinion surveys and 311 reporting during the pilot period revealed high satisfaction levels among residents and park visitors, with minimal operational impacts noted. The city remains committed to monitoring alcohol in the park locations, prioritizing public safety, and providing access to support services and resources for alcohol users.
Events and jobs in Regent Park community. Regent Park Social Development Plan Stakeholders Table Meeting will take place on April 25th, 2024 from 5 to 8 p.m. at Daniel Spectrum first floor. Deadline to register is April 18th, 2024. If you are attending virtually, contact sdp.regentpark@gmail.com. The event is open to all Regent Park residents. The meeting is an opportunity to learn what the SDP working groups and committees have been doing in the community and let them know what you would like to see from them in the future. The Center of Learning and Development invites you to participate in the AS Series event. Moss Park, Community Mobilization to Counter Crisis Framing Narratives with David Roberts. This event will take place on April 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. at 540 Dundas Street East. For more information, contact Saraya at tccld.org. Community Canvas with Kristen. Join Toronto Centre NDP and Team Kristen Wontam on April 30th and May 1st to talk to our neighbours about the most pressing issues in Toronto Centre. The event will take place at the intersection of Earl and Sherbourne Street at 3 p.m. Toronto Community Housing, Our Spaces. Your ideas. Tenants can book a TCHC common space for community events or programs. Types of bookings include private events, one-time bookings, recurring events. For more information, contact Felicia White at 416-356-7603.
And that's all for today's show, folks. My name is Kedar. My co-hosts are Jabin and Gabriel. I would also like to thank our team of researchers for contributing. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please follow our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.